and welcome to Thehayteamtv. As you can see, it is stunning outside. Weather is back on point. Blue skies, sun shining, it's warm. It's still February. Last 2 days of February. Usually we have all our dung out by now, like sorted. But as we all know, it's been a very wet winter. Oh god, the camera's going all over the place at the moment. 1 second. There. Stay there. So usually we'd have it all done by now, and we haven't, basically. Done, I don't know, 10 fields out of roughly, we've got like 95 fields, all different sizes, so don't like sort of go and take that as a thing, but it's sort of like always do it by field, so just like tick them off in my head. So yeah, I got a weekend and maybe one more day before it rains again to get all this out. So, frequently asked dung spreader questions. Got flat tyres? We haven't got flat tyres. So, Troborgs, we can run them at 5-8 psi, so not a lot. So, I'm running about 15 psi at the moment on the back ones. Front ones, I leave them slightly up a little bit more, not much. They're about 20 psi. To basically get a better, just get better grip, better placement of weight. And all in all, try and avoid making mess. Let's try. Okay, so let's see if I can keep banging out some questions that I can remember, and any questions that might come up from what any of you guys see. Why am I using the normal bucket and not the bucket grab? I'm using the normal bucket because the normal bucket is capacity wise twice as much capacity in it than the bucket grab, and with everything the way it is, this is going to be all about speed and getting as much out as fast as possible. So if I can halve the speed of loading, well then I'm getting more dung on field and not messing around in the yard. That's the bucket grab. How much dung we putting on fields? We're putting between 6 and 7 tonne an acre, which does us pretty well. Being majority compost, it sinks in like really quickly. It doesn't hang around. I hate flies in the cab. Does anyone else hate flies in the cab? I absolutely detest flies in the cab. Get set up, get spreading. What speed do I spread out? I spread out about 6 to 6.5k. Am I enjoying the bunning? I am enjoying the bunning a lot. This thing absolutely rips through getting done out. Our home yard currently is clear, but my old man, I think, is back there cleaning out sheds and getting more dung out in from the other day, because basically what we don't get out this week isn't going out. Newbies watching, so we make a lot of compost, throw out a lot of dung, but we don't use fertilizer. We use very, very minimal amount of fertilizer, only on fields that we ran out of compost or dung, or and basically just didn't have enough for, and that's the only time we actually use it. It's still really wet underfoot. How the water table this year must be like through the roof on the ground. I've never ever spread dung and it still be this wet. Usually we've done it like frosted, frozen, relatively dry, but kind of pushed in a corner. Why are we getting dung out? Why we got rushed to get the dung out? Basically, we want it to all be rotted in and sort of gone into the ground. So we we don't bring it back in with a baler, because that is 100% not what any of our customers want. Now that's what we call a load. He is loaded right up the hills.
Cabs control.
Yeah, I don't know what's next. Tell you what's left, yeah. Things go right and then turn left. By nice time it ain't pretend. Past some man that can't take back all the shit that's happened. But damn it all happened, even if she crossed the planet. My love is magic, now it is magic. I'm now the man I wanna be, and now I feel static. Lies are problematic, lies. Most people problematic too, lies. We ain't here for dramatic people. Get a big ass house and my girl and Beagle. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a reason. It stops my heart from bleeding. She says she's never leaving. Yeah, I don't know what's next. Tell you what's left, yeah. Things go right and then turn left. By nice time it ain't pretend. Past some man that can't take back all the shit that's happened. But damn it all happened, even if she crossed the planet. My love is magic, now it is magic. I'm now the man I wanna be, and now I feel static. Lies are problematic, lies. Most people problematic too, lies. We ain't here for dramatic people. Get a big ass house and my girl and Beagle. Oh yeah. We ain't here for dramatic people. Get a big ass house and my girl and Beagle. Oh yeah.
So I've got to say, it's great being actually back out in a field doing stuff again. So like, it's like therapy. And I was thinking it's like therapy. Like big open spaces, green fields. I see miles down a valley. I can see over to other hills. You can see cattle being put back out. After winter of what we've had, and I'm sure loads you've had not great winters as well, it is so nice. Dig it in a little bit. properly digging in, not scarring this time, not scarring. Don't know what scarring means. It means cutting through the ground and leaving 2 trenches of mud. But unfortunately, the ground is drying out and drying out and drying out. It's getting a little bit better, I'd say, every couple of hours. So far I've been out all morning. I'm on my 6th field now. So it is going pretty well. So just even it out. Even it out and even it out. Anyway, how are you guys getting on? Is field work going well? Are you anywhere near it yet? Let me know in the comments below. Other questions that frequently come in: are the wheels on the dung spreader the wrong way around? Yes, they are. The reason is basically it stops them biting in so much when you're taking corners or turning on your headland. So that is the reason why. And again, why do I leave the PTO card open? Because when I start up, I can see if the shear bolt goes instantaneously that way. And youngsters, you shouldn't do it. That's the fundamentals. But to this day, I have never seen a shear bolt fly out of it. Like, it usually splits and they're both stuck there. Or sometimes I find one that's formed down on the drawbar. But it just means that I can instantly see when starting up that there's not a lump falling down out the back or something like that. Anything that sort of could have just jammed it up. Because I tend to, the only times I've ever had like things like that happen is like at the end of the field on your previous load is you've stopped your meters and then may have stopped your floor afterwards, and like a big lump of dung that you, like usually in the dark this happens, a big lump of dung sort of falls through the rotors, and then the next time you get the field you switch on and you got bang, there goes the shear bolt. So just something I do really, but I wouldn't advocate Adam or Charlie to ever run the spread like it. It's literally just me making a dent now and also making a mess. Anyway, this here isn't dung, this is a bank. We put a bank in ages ago, so basically trying to stop the dung heap growing any more than it already does. As you can see now, that there will become a track. So instead of what I've been doing so far, which is reverse up, drive up there, or drive in rather, I've been driving in, drive down through, reverse back up over there, spin myself around. Now, in, zoom around, get back to over here, and get loaded faster. Fingers crossed. Well, there's no fingers crossed, I do it every year. But it just speeds everything up now, because I don't have to sort of manoeuvre to get back to where I want to be. Also then speed the job up, because instead of having to reverse all around the corner with buckets of dung, I'm just going to be back into the stack, back in the dung spreader, boom, 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 boom. So it's speeding up everything in the long run. Well, haven't I had a busy day? I reckon I'm about just under halfway through the compost heap. It has been a pretty full-on day. I think I've probably broken the back of this tomorrow, so pretty much be finished out here tomorrow. Some more cattle dung back at the home farm. That'll have to be got to at some point, and then I think tomorrow I'm going to cousins. So, but I am in a lot better mood than I was when I first started this morning. Not that I wasn't in a bad mood, because I was in a pretty good mood. But I've been wanting to spread dung for like 3 to 4 weeks now, in like getting really like, oh, what? It's never going to happen. But Mother Nature usually provides something. so never get too stressed. But when you sort of gets, you know, later and later, you start doing it a little bit stressed. Anyway, I'm a lot happier now because it's done, and the compost isn't so much in the pile anymore. It is now out the field. Where I got some out the other day in one of the last videos that you guys saw, when it was frozen, those fields have gone lovely dark green already, which is spot on. If only I could have got to it then a bit more, I'd be really, really happy. But it's better to be happy for what you got and not what you haven't. Anyway, this is probably going to be a late night for me. I'm not going to bother you lot anymore. So, hope you've enjoyed. Any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and probably not in the next Don't video, but a video after that. I will answer any questions that I haven't already answered in this one. If I've already answered the question in this one or in the past one, don't answer the question again. Don't ask for the question again. Because unless I start doubting that I've answered things, and then Adam tells me off when I start answering things twice or 3 times in a video or in other videos. But anyway, if you haven't yet done so, please could you hit that subscribe? It would help us out loads. We're not just asking you to hit it, hopefully we're earning it. Just waving someone in the field. Give us a thumbs up, that would help the YouTube algorithm. Apparently, that's what everyone says. Adam and I don't know. Also, you get merch. Merch is on eBay. There's a link in the description below. If you would like anything, there's a few meetings left, not very many. Also, if you'd like to find us on any other form of social media, you can now find us on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But TikTok, still get used to it, but only about 1 a week. That's just too much. There's so many forms of social media. It is like an absolute mind melt all the time. Fortunately, there's 2 of us on it. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. See you next one. Cheers.